Tristan, I remember. I remember walking into that pet store, and on my right side, in my line of vision, you stuck your paw through that cage to get my attention. I remember holding you and cuddling you and knowing you were mine. I remember asking the girl who worked there, "What is he?" I remember she said, "Morkie, half Yorkie, half Maltese." I remember taking you home and your daddy finding out about you once we got there. I remember how much you loved him and he loved you. I remember you would spend hours with him outside. I remember when he would go outside without you, you would cry at the door. I also remember you would run and hide from him at night because Daddy's a snuggler and you didn't like that. I remember you were a funny little dog. I remember you walked with a strut. I remember when I'd take you to the vet for shots, you'd sit on my hip like a toddler, one leg on each side. I remember you were supposed to be 5 to 7 pounds, like your parents, but you were 18. I remember if someone was a stranger to you, you'd turn your head, because if you couldn't see them, they couldn't see you. I remember when you were 6 years old and you got sick. I remember taking you to the vet. I remember they said pancreatitis, antibiotics, he'll be fine. I remember you were fine. I remember 10 months later you got sick again. I remember you wouldn't eat. I remember syringe feeding you every day and taking you to the specialist. I remember the specialist couldn't find anything wrong with you either. I remember deciding that exploratory surgery was your best bet for getting well. I remember that your daddy had to take you that day because I had state testing and I couldn't go. I remember the specialist calling me at work and saying that you had a giant mass in your stomach. I remember getting in the car that day, all of us, Todd, Grant, and me, and going to see you one last time. I remember you were so happy to see us, and it was so hard because you were so sick. I remember, I remember, I remember. I will always remember.